The Kalahari Desert morning is merely a countdown to a fiery inferno. A grueling 80-kilometer journey begins just for a single sip of water. Blue lark fluttering cools their boiling blood, but extracts a terrible cost in moisture. The oasis offers salvation, but it also hides an aerial assassin. The biological desert sponge is now activated. Capillary action physically locks the precious liquid inside the specialized plumage. "40 milliliters of water now dangerously anchor the courier to the earth. The apex predator patiently waits for the heaviest, most burdened targets. Pure physics instantly turns the life-saving water into a deadly anchor. Aerial death misses the slow courier by a fraction of an inch. The absolute physiological limit is breached. A deep coma begins. Toxic lactic acid floods the muscles, threatening an imminent catastrophic failure. To evade the strike, the burdened father must weaponize his deadly cargo. Meanwhile, cellular breakdown accelerates silently under 50 degrees Celsius. The falcon abandons the hunt, unable to follow the suicidal plummet. Without the cooling delivery, these fragile bodies will turn into dust. Ground effect flight offers marginal aerodynamic relief, saving precious energy. Willpower overtakes failing muscles. The liquid cargo remains perfectly secured. A momentary eclipse signals the end of the fiery marathon. He delivers the ocean directly to the burning desert floor. Even in a deep coma, evolutionary sensors detect the humidity. The instinct to survive overrides complete physical paralysis. The mechanical stripping of wet feathers releases the trapped life force. Immediate hydration quickly lowers the internal body temperature of the chicks. Blood flow normalizes instantly. The imminent threat of thermal shock vanishes. "40 milliliters of water single-handedly reverse the deadly desert coma." Above the desert floor, the deadly airspace remains completely unforgiving. The apex predator simply waits for the next desperate victim. The delivery is fully consumed. The biological sponge is dry. A living canopy blocks the lethal solar radiation from above. The father absorbs the extreme heat to ensure family survival. Absolute stillness is required to conserve every remaining drop of energy. The afternoon peak passes, defeated by extreme physical endurance. The ecosystem temporarily returns to a state of calm equilibrium. Tomorrow, the deadly 80-kilometer marathon must be run again. The night brings freezing temperatures to the harsh desert landscape. A brief freezing respite before the infernal cycle resets. The silent oasis awaits the desperate morning arrivals. Dawn breaks, and the deadly mathematical equation begins again. Rested and completely dry, the courier reverts to his aerodynamic form. The vulnerable offspring are left alone in the shallow scrape. The 80-kilometer commute is an unbreakable evolutionary vow. Rising temperatures activate their desperate defensive panting once more. The aerial assassin reclaims its throne above the quiet water. Willpower and aerodynamic perfection challenge the raw solar power. Survival requires absolute trust in the returning protector. Nature is a brutal, repeating cycle of sacrifice and endurance.